Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I wanted to share with you guys how I do some wing liner for my hooded or monolid eyelids because it is a little different than how you would do it on a very contoured lid or, you know, a lid that has more eyelid space than mine. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I do to really kind of help the liner stand out and then to help my eyelid shape change a little bit to meet the eyeliner. So I will go over those things with you. I've already done, when you see the video, I've already done most of my makeup, so it's just liner and lashes today. But I'm using two new things, CoverGirl Intensify Me eyeliner and then the Supersizer CoverGirl Lash Mascara. And I'm liking both of these very, very much. They you can get them at Walmart. And then these earrings I also picked up at Walmart, which are so pretty. And I say also because I got two other pairs. And I like them. I got an all-white pair also. But they're really pretty, very light. And then just that pink and coral. Monolid Hooded Eye eyeliner is to keep it very, very small. If you look at the shape of my eyelid, or not the shape of my eyelid, but my eyelid, I have very flat space from here to here. It's just one like flat area, and then my crease is here, and then where my liner goes is down there. Now if I was to apply eyeliner and open my eyes when it's wet, there would be a stamped line right about here from the eyeliner because my lid is hooded. It touches that eyeline part. If I look straight ahead, you can see that. So if I do it very, very small and keep the line really close in here, I can wing it out as much as I want or do a cat eye or anything like that, as long as I don't make it chunky, because chunky changes up the shape. Like I said, I'm going to keep my line really, really thin. And if you're going to do something in the outer corner like a cat eye or a flick or anything like that, when you open your eye, make that flick below the fold. So my fold is right there. My line needs to be right about here. And then when I open my eye, and you have to open your eye when you're doing liner for monolid or hooded eyes. And what I mean by that is you'll see people draw their lines on and, you know, they do it really nicely. They fill it in and their eyes are kind of, you know, half open the whole time. You need to keep yours open so you can see exactly where that line is going, because that line needs to go on the outside of that fold. That's the only way it's going to show up, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go in here with a very thin line, and I go extremely close to my lash line, and I just line very, very closely to my lash line. And you can see that, and already it kind of defines my eye a little bit. Then for that outer corner, I'm just going to go here, and I follow the lower portion of my eyelid where it opens. And you just draw a little line, and you make sure, see how that is on the outside of that fold. Sometimes the fold will be further down, and I just go on the outside of that. That's the only way you're going to get a cat eye with a hooded eye or monolid. So same thing on the other side, and you do just little bitty strokes. And it might take you a while to get those little bitty strokes because you're doing such tiny bits of work. And that's kind of key, is going very slowly, drawing it very, very thin. And that can be frustrating because I know when you do eyeliner, you just want to draw it on, swoop it up, and you're done. And the truth is with these kinds of eyes, you have to take your time. The slower you go, better the results. So just make sure that it's all connected. And then once again, that outer corner, I follow that outer corner on the bottom. Okay, you can see already when I open my eyes, that line, is this one? This one's flicked up more. Yes, it is. Okay. It's the angle that I'm holding my head. All right. So when I open my eye, I make sure that I can see that line. There's nothing, it's not touching any folds or anything. And already you can see it's elongating my eyes a little bit. So then I go in and I will connect. Now I'm not going to go from here. You'll see people go from here and then go in. That would cover this section of my lid, and that would look so odd on my eyelids. So I'm going to go really small in here. And connect it like that. And you see how the chunk of this is kind of below my crease. Does that make sense? You keep it below, keep it down and out. So like I said, I'm not drawing this across my lid like you would if you had a regular lid. There is a little dip. Do you see the dip? Right there where my crease goes into it. And it's drawn below that. And then the rest of this stays very thin on my lash line. So same thing on this side. You're going to start about midway. Bring it in. You're going to mind that little dip. Okay, I would love to bring this in from here halfway to my lid, like I've seen so many YouTubers do, so many people in magazines do. But like I said, that would eat up this portion of my lid. And even though I have a contoured lid, this crease is still visible. It's always going to be visible. So you have to kind of work around that in order to get any amount of a winged effect. Okay, now let me look in my mirror so I make sure that it's straight. And okay. Better. Okay. So now because my liner is wet, if I was to open my eyes and let that lid touch the upper portion, it would dry like that and not look so great. So I'm going to let it. Eyes are all the way open. You can't see anything at all. Just a little flick. And that is the liner. Now to connect it, I'm just going to take the dark shade, which is that dark shade of Mystic Smokes, and this is called a domed blender by Coastal Scents, a pointed blender. But I prefer my MAC 217, but that is in my car. I used it yesterday to smoke out my bottom lid. I had applied some mascara and I knew that I got it on my lashes, so I took it with me to fix that and I left it in my purse. So I'm just going to take that on the pointed blender and then look straight ahead, and where that fold is, I'm just going to connect that outer corner to my eyeliner. And really it's just about deepening up where your crease would be. And lastly, of course, my eyelashes have been curled and I'm going to apply mascara. This is the CoverGirl, the Supersizer. Really pretty, and it's in the shade Background, and it's very pretty, very natural looking for the summer, and I've been enjoying that very, very much. Anything that he might have, and then I'll use it occasionally for my legs if I'm by any chance in the sun, which I very rarely. I take care of my skin. I don't like the sun. I don't like to be in the sun. It's just not my, like when we're outside as a family, I'm the one like in the shadow under the tree, or in the shade, or which is fine for me. I feel bad for my kids sometimes though. They're like, can we go outside? I'm like, there's no shade. Wait till there's shade and then I'll go outside with you. I just don't like the sun. Even when I like cut the grass at my house in the front yard and backyard here, I'm covered. Like I'll have long sleeves on in the middle of the summer and pants or shorts or something, and I've always got sunscreen on. Yeah, I just don't like to tan. I like my skin. I like pale. Okay, so I'm letting that dry because as soon as I try to apply my I'm still saying that, my mascara to my lower lashes, these will open and get mascara all over my top lashes. My top lid. Wow. Jeez. Okay, bottom. Okay, and this, I like the way that this separates my bottom lashes. It does a very nice job. It's the brush. There goes Mr. Rover. My neighbor plays golf every day at the same time. And I like clockwork. I know when he's leaving, and I know when he's coming home every day. And he comes home for lunch too, so it's crazy. So he drives behind our house in his golf cart. It's cute. He's so cute. He's like, I don't know, I've heard from neighbors that he's like 90-something years old, and my grandmother's 90, but she's not like, I mean, he looks like a teenage kid. He's so active and thin and just like everywhere, and yeah, I mean, out there playing golf. He has a mean golf swing. We've seen him on the course, and it's crazy. So yeah, he's like 90-something, still doing all that stuff, looking great. Of course, he was a doctor, so he knows how to take care of himself, right? Yeah. Okay, so there is my liner and lashes, and the eyeshadow quad I used is the Chanel Mystic Smokes. Now, typically when I do winged liner, I prefer to use some matte eyeshadows, but today I did my eyes and everything, and then I thought I'm going to do this video and show them how I do my liner. So I did the shadow I was using, you know, I just wore the shadow I had on, but I like it a lot more, but I'll show you. I can make another video with that, which I should have just done in the first place. Anyhow, this is the finished overall look. Let me zoom out so you can see. Okay, and I do have a shirt on. I've got a little black camisole on. So this is the liner, and you can see from far away, my eyes look a little bit more defined, a little bit more round. I have very almond-shaped eyes, and then with my hooded lids. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.